Hello everybody, Excalibur here, and the time has finally come. It's finally come. We have a new edition of Dice Masters. It is the Age of Ultron. Now I've gone ahead and I picked up 2 copies of the game, and that's because I like to have full sets of the dice to go with the base set. Now of course go ripping the box. These things are put together really crappy with these plastic circle tabs on the sides. I really hate them. As always, I will pretty much buy as many boosters as possible, and I will open some up on camera. But right now, we're just going to look at this base set and see what it comes with. Of course, it's a standard Dice Master starter that handles 2 players right out of the box. And it comes with 44 custom dice, 38 cards, 2 of the paper dice bags. And apparently there are zombies in this set, so there is some disappointment. Let's go ahead and open her up, see what we get. So here we go, we'll set that there. We of course get the standard Age of Ultron Dice Masters, and this is the most up-to-date version of the rules that they have. Turn summary is on the back, and in the center they have an Age of Ultron styled playmat. Now you can actually go on WizKid's website for Dice Masters and download PDF versions of playmats like this and print them out on 8.5 by 11 inch paper for a much larger playmat than this. Or you can go and buy an actual playmat like what I have for playing Dice Masters. Now one thing that I'm going to let you know right now is I will, and that is a definite will, I will be filming Dice Masters games when I have them from now on when I can. So you will be able to see the game in action. We will cover the rules and how to play and a whole bunch of other things. But for now, this is just the unboxing. We'll put the rules right on top of the box like that, just like so. Alright, so in here we've got the cards and the dice. Biggest complaints about the last sets is that the basic action dice, the ones with the generic energy on them, they had issues with color correction, with the correct colors. And I call them Pantone colors. I'm not sure if that's what they're called. That's what they were called in printing when I was doing printing back in the day. So you had to match the Pantone colors for certain things in newsprint and all that kind of junk. I don't really want to get into that, but we'll flip this over and we'll take a look at those dice right now. So we get our standard silica packet, and here we go, the blue and the red paper bags. By now, WizKids, you should know you can get simple paper, simple cloth-based bags. These are, after all these sets coming out, these are not really acceptable. Most people will probably throw these away, as I keep them in the box and I never pull them out ever again for anything. There are cards and our checklist, and here are the dice. These are all sidekick dice. We've seen them. They have our standard energies. We've got our shield, our fist, our mask, our energy, lightning energy, and then we've got a question mark, and on the other side of the question mark we have our sidekick. And as always, here's its cost to put into the field, its attack, and its defense. So we have our 16 of those. There should be 8 per player, and we'll go ahead and show that. There we go. We can actually do it just like this, so you can see 4 and 4 and be happy and know that there are 16. So that's enough for 2 players. I've got so many sidekick dice these days, I don't know what to do with them. Now let's see here. Let's pull out a yellow, a green, a blue, and a brown. And you'll see why I said brown in a minute. And I'm going to set them all to the 2 sides so we can have a good comparison of the colors as shown. So here we go. There's our blue, our yellow, our supposed to be green. Yeah, green. That just There we go. And that's supposed to be red, but it is so dark it's almost brown. And I almost want to call it a wine color, almost like what I have in my dining room here. So let's go ahead and pull out all those dice and get them out of the way. And soon we will have our character dice to go through. Some of them I can see already and know exactly who they are, because the dice do not change the icon of the character at all. So all Iron Man dice are pretty much the same. All Captain America dice are the same. All Hawkeye dice, etc., so on and so forth. And I'm very happy to get these, because that means that there's Black Widow in there. Let's go ahead and take a look at our cards so that we can match up our dice. Now, if I'm correct in my thinking, we have our Avengers plus Ultron. And we'll go ahead. Okay, in the D&D set, this was paper. This has gone back to card stock. And it's got all the common and uncommon and so on. There we go. Right there. Those are for all the rare, super rares, and so on and so forth for each of the sets. This is garbagey stuff, so I'll put them out of the way. Alright, so we have Black Widow, Natasha, Spy, and Cold Warrior. 3 new Black Widow cards based on the movie, and these are indeed her dice. Now, since we have Black Widow dice, we have a way to get Serena up to her maximum die size, and since I am lacking the actual dice from Marvel, from Avengers vs. X-Men, so now I've got a total of 4 for her. We've got Captain America, Super Soldier, the First Avenger, and Man Out of Time. And as I surmised, here's the Captain America dice. Set those right there. Make sure that they're in the proper orientation. There we go. And we'll slide these over so we can fit more cards. There we go. We have Hawkeye, formerly Ronin, Hawkeye Clint, and Hawkeye Trickshot. And this is the Hawkeye die right here. Now this might not be the same as the Hawkeye die. It is not. This is different. The Hawkeye dice from the previous sets, and the Captain America dice actually. So the faces have changed somewhat. I don't know why they did that for the icons. Maybe to represent different power levels, so that they can change the power and toughness that you have. We have the Hulk, and this is definitely changed from what he originally was. He was a fist. Now he is the Hulk with a radioactive side. So gamma radiation. So it's Hulk. I should have read those cards. Let me see. Hulk Smash, Hulk Bruce Banner, and Hulk Big Green Bruiser. So he actually goes up to 8'8", 6'7", and 4'6", and he doesn't have any asterisks, which the other Hulk dice do have. This is a new thing. And Iron Man's changed as well. Oh my goodness. As has, I'm going to guess, Thor. Looks like Vision is about the same, just different colored dice. I'm going to have to really examine those. So we have Iron Man Big Man, Iron Man Genius, and Iron Man Invincible. And here are his new dice. And you can see it's a completely different die face. And I'll show them. And they went with female Thor. Very big disappoint. Very big disappoint. Thor, not who you expected. Thor, Goddess of Thunder, and Thor, Worthy. So that could explain a lot as to why Age of Ultron is a different set entirely. I would not have expected them to go against the canon of both the movie and the comics and go with the female Thor, who just recently showed up. That is truly odd. Oh, we've got Ultron, Bringing Order, Ultron, Peacekeeper Gone Wrong, and Ultron Creation. So there we go. And these are the Ultron faces right there. And then Vision, phasing, Vision, Ultron Spy, and Vision Negotiator. So there we go. There's all the Vision's dice right there. Our basic actions are assemble, search your bag for a character die, and field it at level 1 for free. There we go. Teamwork, repeat this effect for another affiliated character. We're going to have to see what that teamwork keyword means. Call them out. Target opposing character die must block a character die of your choice this turn. So we've got that. Coordinated strike. Deal 3 damage to target character die. Teamwork. Repeat this effect if you have at least 2 active characters with the same team affiliation. So that's interesting. Enslavement. KO up to 2 target sidekicks. Asterisk or double asterisk, or boost / double boost. Deal 1 damage to your opponent for each sidekick KO'd by this card. Hulk out. There we go. 1 target character die gains Overcrush until end of turn. That means that damage that goes over a blocking amount. So if you've got an 8 character attacking and a 3 character defending, 5 damage will go on to your opponent. We've got burst and double burst. That character die also gets +1 attack, so get a little bit of an extra boost on that. Infiltrate. Target character gets +3 defense and gains 1 team affiliation of your choice until end of turn. So this is a good way to bring in non-team members to share in team-based stuff. Nasty plot. Draw 2 dice and put them into your prep area. Then ready to rocket. And yep, it is a rocket on there, alright. Target character gets +2 attack until end of turn. Teamwork. Another target character gets +2 attack until end of turn if it is affiliated with the first target. Surprise attack. Deal 1 damage to 1 target character die. And burst, double burst, deal 2 damage instead. The oppression begins. KO all character dice with a fielding cost of 0. Burst, double burst, those characters go to the used pile instead of the prep area. And then we've got our standard distinction cards that differentiate between stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we get 10 basic action dice. Some of these are going to action cards. Sorry, these are going to be really interesting. So we'll have to see how that all works. It's very interesting that they went with female Thor. So we have a reason for Thor to not be the standard Thor that we're all used to. And then they changed the faces on dice, which they should have technically done for the first sets, but I think they may have wised up because they want people to buy packs to get dice. So I think they changed die faces around so that they do not match previous sets, so you're forced to buy more dice to get what you need. And this is Marvel Dice Masters Age of Ultron. I hope you enjoyed watching this and the surprise at seeing the characters that we found in here. Basically, it's all the characters from the movie, except for Falcon, and he was a supporting character, War Machine a supporting character. But for the most part, the main cast from Age of Ultron was in here, and the only change was female Thor for Thor, and die face card. Die faces have changed as well. So it's going to be an interesting set to see what all has been added to the set, what we have. I'm going to have to take a look through the instructions and see what new keywords we have, if there are any new keywords. I don't have any heroes from the booster packs yet, but I soon will. My friend Ilyas, who also plays Dice Masters, we tend to try and play games on Friday, but it's a matter of getting there on time. When we do get there, here we go, teamwork. But when we do get there on time with each other, we have at least a little bit of time to play some Dice Masters beforehand. So teamwork. Teamwork abilities reward you for having characters that share an affiliation. Check out the basic action cards in this starter for some examples. So basically what's happening is if you've got characters fielded or characters in your crew that have the same affiliation, you can actually use those teamwork abilities to get additional benefit. There's Team Watch. Abilities happen when a character with Team Watch is active and you field another character who has the same affiliation as them. So Hawkeye on page 16, we'll go ahead and take a look. Team Watch. When you field a character who shares an affiliation with Hawkeye, deal 1 damage to an opposing character die. So pretty much this is a trigger. And whenever you field a die that's an Avenger, you're going to be doing damage to your opponent. So Teamwork, Team Watch. Overcrush is when attacking. If the character knocks out all of his blockers, it deals any leftover damage to your opponent. Global Field Face, engage, combat damage, capture. Burst, attack, assign, active, action. Okay, there's no other new stuff going on. They do have play variants listed in the rulebook now. So we have our Rainbow Draft, Tournament Teams, and Dice Masters doubles. So we can actually figure out even more ways to play the game and get a official play going at stores and stuff like that. I'm trying to get a local group started up in my area that would allow us to get promos and everything, but people, there aren't very many people who are really interested. Most of the players in my area are Magic the Gathering or board gamers, and or they're war gamers or whatnot. There are a couple of stores that have official play events, but they're a little bit too far away for me to visit on more than an occasional basis, which is kind of sad, but it happens. I'm trying to get my FLGS that I go to all the time to support it, because we have at least 3 to 4 people, and we can get more interest by just playing in front of other people. I know that there are some kids in the area who are really interested in superheroes, and if we could get official play going in the area and those kids interested, we can possibly get this started off on a really nice foot. So let me just get these dice put away, and I'm going to sign off now. So as always, please enjoy playing games, enjoy playing Dice Masters. It's a really fun dice game. It's one of the most customizable dice games that I have ever played, and it is really fun. It's sort of like playing Magic the Gathering, but it feels a bit more balanced because the dice determine what you can do, not a strict card. So you get a bit of variation there, and I think that's one of the reasons some Magic players probably wouldn't like this, because it's not as controllable as Magic. But I say poo-poo to them because I enjoy the game. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think. If you want to see more Dice Masters content on my channel, please let me know in the comments below so that I can make that happen. I do plan on doing team spotlights for the teams that I use and teams friends use, and I plan on recording matches. You can pick up this, by the way, I got it for $20 US for the starter set, so $40 got me a full set of 4 dice for each card in here, and that is my main goal, is to have a full set so that I can play all the cards in here to their fullest potential. Alright, as always, this is Excalibur, and I am out.